My shortest seminar is 14 hours, and I have 5 minutes, so I'm just going to share a story with you. I'm from the United States, and last year I decided to take a trip to Dubai. And I planned an 8-day trip, and on day 3, I was at the beach and I needed to use the restroom. And so I go to the restroom, and I notice that there's 3 restrooms. I noticed that there's a male restroom, I noticed that there's a female restroom, and then I noticed that there was a restroom labeled POD. And I had no idea what that meant. And so I went over to the worker and I said, "Sir, what does POD mean? What is that bathroom?" He goes, "That bathroom's for you." I was like, "I have a private bathroom?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "What does POD mean?" And he got down on my level and he looked me in my eyes and he said, "Here in UAE, we don't use the word handicap or disabled. We use the term people of determination." And in that moment, it changed my life forever, because I realized from the leadership down, they were changing the meaning. And when they change the meaning, they change the experience. And when they change the experience, they change the experience for all of the people under that leadership. And so after day 3, I decided to sell everything in America and I moved to Dubai. And I'm proud to say that this is my 1-year anniversary of living in Dubai. Now, this is where Dubai magic happens, is because I live in Haptor City. I'm not going to let you know where I live, but I live in Haptor City. And I have an automatic wheelchair, and I was rolling around. And when I'm in America, if things aren't accessible, I don't really voice my needs because it takes forever for things to get done. And so that was just my American mentality. And so I'm rolling around Haptor City, and some of the things were a little bit difficult, but I was just happy that I had some accessibility. And then one day I woke up to a group chat in WhatsApp, and I was like, "What's going on?" And my team sent me pictures. There was 4 wheelchair ramps installed all around Haptor City. So now Nick can run around Haptor City freely. So can we give another massive round of applause for the leadership? Now I'll end with this, because I've been around the world. I train governments, I train corporations, entrepreneurs, and I was like, what makes this place so magical? Why is the leadership so magical? And what I've realized, and I'll end with this, is that there's 3 levels of leadership. The first level of leadership is when the leader is all about them. The second level of leadership is when the leadership is transactional. It's got to be an even trade. But what I've realized in UAE, the leaders here operate out of the 3rd dimension of a leader. And what the 3rd dimension of a leader states is that your needs are my needs. And if we can, as leaders inside of this room, obsess and analyze over the people's needs, we can then create a place that is inclusive and accessible for everyone. As a 29-year-old man, I haven't really thought about legacy much until I moved to Dubai. And now part of my legacy is the best thing that I could do before I leave this planet is be a small part of making Dubai and UAE the most inclusive, accessible place in the world. Thank you so much.